Hello, everybody, and welcome to CUI 2021, the Virtual Conversational User Interfaces Conference. I'm Justin Edwards from University College Dublin, and I'm one of the virtual chairs of CUI this year, and I'm going to guide you through the platforms that we'll be using for the virtual conference. This year's CUI will have both a synchronous and an asynchronous component. The synchronous component will be a live meeting on Zoom, which you'll get an invitation to in the email that you get about the conference. You can find the program for the conference on the conference website, conversationaluserinterfaces.org/2021. And here under program, you'll find the daily schedules translated conveniently right into your time zone. So I'm in UTC +3 right now, so it says that the opening plenary would start on the 27th of July at 15:45, but whatever time zone you're in, it will update that to be local to you. So you can check the schedule each day to see what to expect in the synchronous portion of the conference. But I'm primarily today going to be demonstrating how to use the asynchronous platform, Trello. So during the Zoom meetings, you'll be encouraged to ask questions and make comments and start discussions right in the text chat for Zoom. But you can also use Trello as a way to have these conversations in an asynchronous, semi-permanent way that will persist after the meeting is over or after the conference is over. And this might be a way to have longer form discussions or discussions that might not fit well into the Zoom text box. So on the Trello, which will be linked on the website and in your emails, you'll find a number of lists. So each one of these vertical sets of menus is a list, and each list is thematically grouped. So the first list is conference management. That has schedules, information about social events, and the instructional video, which I'm making right now, so it's not yet under that tab. Under each list, you'll see a number of what Trello calls cards. Each one of these, say, Session 1 cards, represents a single paper. So in the Session 1 chatbots list, there are 5 cards representing the 4 papers and the general discussion panel talk. Under each paper, you'll see some information, including the abstract. You'll see the title of the paper, the authors of the paper, and a link to the paper. These links will be live at the time of the conference. Some of the papers that are showcase papers like this one have links to where they were originally published. New papers that are being published at CUI 2021 this year will have links that will go live in time for the conference. And this is a great place to write comments. So within a card, anyone can write a comment. So you can write to the authors a question or an observation you made, a link you might want to share. Anything like that would perfectly well fit under the card in a comment. You can also, at the end of each session, we'll be having panel discussions, comment in the panel discussion anything that might have come up during the discussion that you want preserved or that you want expounded on. And Rebecca and I, the virtual chairs, will try to get all of the comments that were shared during the panel into the Trello discussion, so discussions that happen during the panels can continue beyond the panel itself and beyond the conference. You'll see a number of lists, one for each session, as well as lists for the opening keynote, lists for the industry panel, and a list for the closing plenary. You'll also see some of the fun virtual things that we have planned this year, including a community discussion list where you can add discussion topics of your own interests. So you can add a new card if you wanted to, say, talk more about the role of CUIs with young children. You might start a community discussion topic about CUIs with children, and anyone can comment and add their own thoughts and questions. You'll also see the 2 leaderboards in a list right here. The first is the conference activities leaderboard, which links to a Google Sheet, which you can check the different activities that we are interested in tracking and that you can track for yourself. That is things like attending each day of the Zoom meeting, commenting or leaving questions for different papers or posters, recommending conferences, workshops, or publishing platforms, or even recommending jobs for your colleagues at CUI. And for every activity that you participate in, you can track that you did that activity, and you can get points. And whoever has the most points, whoever's at the top of the leaderboard at the end of the conference, will get a mystery prize to be revealed at the end of the conference. Likewise, we have a cultural appreciation leaderboard. As you'll see in the background, this is the Guggenheim Museum in Bilbao. This year's CUI was going to take place in Bilbao, as was last year's, but COVID got in the way of that. So we're instead hoping that you can appreciate some of the culture of Bilbao, of the Basque Country, of the Guggenheim Museum itself even, through some online, interactive, and some passive, some interactive online cultural sites that we've linked here. So there's a whole bunch of cultural activities for you to experience the culture of Bilbao in different ways, like cooking traditional Basque recipes or learning some of the Basque language, taking a virtual tour of the Guggenheim, or maybe just appreciating a gorgeous time lapse of the city's sights. As you participate in these different cultural activities, there will also be a Google Sheet leaderboard to track your progress. And likewise, whoever has the top score on the leaderboard, whoever is the most culturally involved in our virtual appreciation of Bilbao and the Basque Country, will receive a mystery prize to be announced at the end of the conference. So that's what Trello is all about. You can ask any questions about Trello to me, Justin Edwards, or to Rebecca, the other virtual chair, either through email, which you can find on the CUI 2021 website, or through Zoom, or commenting right on Trello directly. Any way to get into contact with us is fine, and we hope you are excited to contribute in lots of different ways to add to the conversation, to interact with your fellow CUI community members in a lot of different ways. So we hope that you enjoy this asynchronous platform. We hope you enjoy the synchronous conference, and we hope you enjoy everything that makes up CUI 2021.